Welcome to section 1.8, where we're going to simplify algebraic expressions. And the process of simplifying requires us to understand what a term is and what like terms are. Because if you can identify like terms, you can combine multiple terms into one. Now, a term is something that looks like this. A number, like a number 5. It could have a bunch of variables, x, y squared. Okay, you can have a bunch of variables. And this thing in combine is a term. Now, terms are generally added or subtracted. You can have like 6x squared y minus 3x. Here I have three terms. Terms are separated by plus and minus signs. And so if you just locate an individual term, the number that's in front of the term is called the coefficient. And these are the variables associated with the coefficient. So what's the coefficient of that term? The number 5. There you go. Great job. What's the coefficient of this term? Well, this term has variables f and d. The number in front is implied to be 1. The number in front of that is the number 1. See? And identify the coefficient of this term. Well, it sort of fits the bill. We have variables that are raised to powers if possible. The number in front of that variable is the number 1. Again, flying through these. These are very quick answer problems. That's why they give you 23 of them. I'll let you answer this question here. Number 4. All right, so identify the terms and indicate whether they're like or unlike. I see two terms, 5a and 10a. Anything separated by pluses and minuses are terms. Okay, so 5a, negative 10a with the sign is a term. They're like terms because they have exactly the same variables with the exact same powers. A's. I see A's. Power 1, power 1. If you don't see an exponent, there's a power of 1 there. So they're like terms. You can combine like terms. So what do we got? The terms 5a and negative 10a, okay, are like terms. Okay, check your answer. Nice work. I see two terms. One term is 5x squared. The other term isn't 20x squared, it's negative 20x squared. The reason it might be kind of confusing. Okay, see that negative sign? That negative sign could be written like this, plus a negative 20x squared. Okay, plus a negative 20. When you say plus a negative, it's like saying 5 plus a negative 8. Okay? 5 plus a negative 8 is negative 3. That's effectively the same as saying 5 minus 8, okay, which is negative 3. All right, so understand that. Well, you can change a negative to a plus and minus, and so your terms would be 5x and negative 20x squared. 5x squared, I should say. It's the same. 5x squared. You don't have to do everything I just showed you here. Just understand. Just take the number with the sign in front and you'll always get it right. The fact that the variables are the same and their powers are the same, they're like terms. They're like terms. I'm trying to find 5x squared are like terms. It looks like it's A. Are these like terms? Nope, they're not like terms. I see two terms here. I see the same variable, but the powers aren't the same. And if they're not the same, they cannot be combined. They have to have the same look and feel. Same variables, same powers. X squared and 7x squared are unlike. Unlike. Check your answer. There you go. Now, use the distributive property to rewrite this expression. I'm not sure why this is even here, to tell you the truth, this question, but that's all right. I guess they want you to get used to the idea that when you have parentheses and you're trying to simplify an expression, you need to get rid of the parentheses by multiplying through. Okay, I can see that. I can see what they're trying to do here. Okay, so minus 5c minus 5 negative a. Negative a. Minus 5 times negative a is plus 5a. So that's a c. So I'm going to write down negative 5c plus 5a. And that should be the end. You can't simplify this either. These aren't like terms. I was hoping to get one with some like terms in it. I'm not sure why you need a distributive property here. You do what's inside the parentheses first. 1 minus 11 is negative 10. Negative 10a. There's no distributive property you need for this problem. Absolutely not. Negative 10. Oh. Do not combine like terms. Oh, those rats. Okay, here's what they want you to do. A times 1 is A. Minus. A times negative 11 is negative 11A. That's what they wanted you to do. If you combine those things, then you get negative 10A. Combine if possible. Here's where you start doing the combinations. 2b plus 5b, like terms. You've got 2 of these b's, 5 of those b's. In essence, you've got 7 of those b's. You basically do math on the coefficients. 2 plus 5. 7b is a lot better looking than these two terms. That's why you were simplifying the expression. Okay? Same thing here. We got 11b, negative 11b minus b, like terms. So that means you look at the coefficients. Negative 11 minus 1 is negative 12 of those b's. That's how you simplify. You combine your coefficients. Here we got a bunch of a's. A. That means you've got 3 terms that are combined. That's too complicated what we got over here. So we look at the coefficients and combine them. 22 minus 12 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. Don't write down 12. That's not the answer. You got 12 of those a's. You got 22 of those a's minus 12 of those a's is 10a. Plus another 2a is 12a's. That's how you combine like terms. The only here we have 1, 2, 3 terms. The only things that combine are the n's. 3 of those n's minus 1 of those n's is 2 n's. And that plus 9 has to just be tacked on at the end. This has to be tacked right on there, because it doesn't combine. But still, 2n plus 9 is a lot better looking than 2 terms are a lot better looking than 3. That's the whole goal with algebra, to take something that's heavy and trim it down a little bit. Like term, like term, like term. B cubes, 8 of them, plus 1 of them. 9 of those b cubes. From those 9 b cubes, I subtract another 9. 0 b cubes. 0. Don't write down 0 b cubed, because it's redundant. 0 times anything is 0. 0. There you go. I'll let you do that. I'll let you have some fun with that. C squared, a squared, the variables look exactly the same. So you got 11 of those guys, then minus 9 of those, take away 9 of those guys, leaves you 2 of those guys being c squared, a squared. The variables taken together as a group. That's what makes them like terms. They have to look exactly the same, those variables. I see D's and I see B's, but unfortunately they're not like terms. The variables have to have exactly the same powers, and right off the bat, D's are different powers, B's are different powers, and all it really takes is just one variable to have a different power. They can't be simplified. This is what it is. Can't simplify it. Sorry. Can't do it. All right. Okay. Clear this. Don't save. File, new. I don't think I'm going to ever use this calculator, so I'll get rid of this. Let's see. I need some paper. Right there. There's some paper. Okay, I'm going to write this expression down. 6 times x plus 9 minus 48. Now, if you want to simplify or do any type of algebra, parentheses have to go. They have to be gone. And you do that by just multiplying through the parentheses. You get 6x plus 54. See, the problem is that number 9, once inside a set of, that 9 is inside a set of parentheses. It's inside a quantity, inside a bundle. The 48 can't combine with that. It's got to be extracted. It's got to be pulled out of the bundle. 6 times 9 is 54. Copy down to minus 48. And the only thing that are like terms are the numbers. 54 minus 48. What does that equal to? I'm thinking about 6. 6x plus 6. So that's what I'm going to write down. 6x plus 6. Check your answer. Fantastic. Now, this is something you might have to get used to. Here's a set of parentheses. You have a negative in front of the parentheses. That negative represents negative 1. You multiply negative 1 into the parentheses. Negative 1 times 8x is negative 8x. Negative 1 times, not 4, but negative 4 with the sign. So negative 1 times negative 4 is plus 4. In essence, this negative changes the sign of everything inside that bundle. Okay? What was once positive is now negative. What was once negative is now positive. You're going to see that pattern a lot. Okay. See, we're going to see it right here. Okay? We're going to see it right there. Okay? The 3a is there. Minus 6. In fact, I'm going to say minus a. Get rid of the parentheses, minus a, minus 2. Because when you multiply minus 1 into the parentheses, you get a minus 2. Now, what do you got? These two guys are like terms. 3a minus 1a is 2a. 2a, and I can cross those out because I don't want to look at them anymore. Then we've got these numbers are like terms. And in the order that you see them, minus 6, minus 2, is minus 8. Okay? Check your answer. Great job. Let me just see what's ahead. Oh dear. Oh my God. I'm going to do them all. I'm going to do them all. Gets complicated. Gets complicated. Don't save. File, new. Okay. Negative 8. Bundle. N minus 2. I call it a bundle because that's one unit. Okay? You can't go inside that bundle and touch anything. You have to expose that bundle by multiplying through. Plus 4. N plus 1. Well, you got to go multiply through. Negative 8n. Negative 8 times negative 2 is 16. Plus 4n plus 4. Now, once you've liberated all the terms, you can combine them. Negative 8n, let's do it over here. Negative 8n plus 4n, in the order that you see it, is negative 4n. So now the n's cross out. I don't want to look at them anymore. 16 plus 4 is 20. And that's what we have. Negative 4n. Negative 4n plus 20. Nice. Just 2 more problems, but unfortunately those 2 problems are complicated. So it's probably harder than we've ever done. So I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit by saying x minus 4 are fine the way they are. Minus 3x, I'm multiplying through by minus 3 into the set of parentheses. So minus 3x, minus 3x, minus 3 times minus 1 is 3. Okay, then we have 2 times 3x is 6x, and 2 times 1 is 2. So we've liberated all the terms. So now what I'm going to do is search. Those are like terms, those are like terms, right there. Those are the like terms for x's. 1 minus 3, in the order that you see them, left to right. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 6 is 4x. Negative 2 plus 6 is 4 of those x's. Cross them out because I don't want to look at them anymore. And then the rest of these are just numbers. Minus 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 plus 2 is 1. So that big mess of an expression is 4x plus 1. Okay. And the last one, the mother of all problems. Oh my God. Let's put it up here. Don't save. File, new. All right, new sheet of paper, new problem. Jeez, I'm going to have to write this down. The problem with this problem is we're nested. We have brackets and parentheses, and there's a lot of nesting going on. So we have to go into the innermost nesting set of parentheses and work out. And I wrote parentheses here. There's no difference between writing a parenthesis or a bracket. I just get used to writing the same term over and over again. A plus 5 minus 3a close parentheses. So here's what you got to do here. This is an outer set of parentheses, but I can't evaluate that until I do the inner set of parentheses first. Inside that inner set of parentheses, I got to multiply through. So let's do that. I'm going to copy the rest of this thing down and just say 4a plus 20 minus 3a. At least I got rid of the inner parentheses. Now looking inside the outer parentheses, 4a minus 3a is 1a plus 20. Okay, so that was a plus. Okay, let's copy the rest of this stuff down. Now we can multiply through by not 3 but minus 3. 8 is what it is. Minus 3a. Minus 3 times 20 is minus 60. The only thing that combines are the 8 and the minus 60. Looks like it's minus 3a is by itself. 8 minus 60 is negative 52. And that's it. That's it. That's the answer. I sure hope it is, because I can't do this anymore. Yes, yes, very good. Okay. So, we're done with chapter 1. You should do all the homework in chapter 1, and there was a quiz 1A. Quiz 1A was dealing with sections 1 through 3. There's also quiz 1B that deals with section 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. I think there's 5 sections in that. Okay, so we'll see you in chapter 2. Bye.